And now please welcome to the stage Dorothy Schirkofsky.
Still kind of wrapped up from that. Hi everybody. I am going to sing a song that I was inspired when I was down in the village a couple of months ago in a jazz club, and I heard the most beautiful, haunting rendition of a classic Irving Berlin song called Remember. It's been done by Sinatra, it's done by Ella Fitzgerald, but this young woman, jazz guitarist, raspy little voice, she just kind of gave it something that just made me feel something different about this song. And I have paired it with a classic that needs no introduction, and I sort of feel like all I want to say about it is that it's sort of a conversation. Let's go. Remember the night you said, I love you. Remember you vowed on all the stars above you. You promised that you'd forget me not, but you forgot. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way, and forevermore, that's how you stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable. But you forgot to remember. Thank you, and now I'm going to go into a little more sadness. So, I don't know, sad songs or sad songs. I don't want to say too much about this one, other than to just say that it's a jazz song by Dave Frischberg, that it also kind of ties in with lost love, but in kind of a very different way. So. An old familiar feeling settles over me, and it's your face I see, and I believe that you are there. In a garden, when I stop to touch a rose and feel the petals soft and sweet against my nose, I smile, and I suppose that somehow maybe you are there. When I'm dreaming and I find myself awake without a warning, and I rub my eyes and fantasize, and all at once I realize it's morning, and my fantasy is fading like a distant star at dawn. My dearest dream is gone. I often think there's just one thing to do. Pretend the dream was true, and tell myself that you are there. Okay, enough sadness.
Yay!
So, there are love songs about lost love, new love, budding love, dying love. There's so many different kinds of love songs. Well, here's a story about love that, like the 1933 Cole Porter musical that this song comes from, never actually got off the ground in the first place. It's about a young, aristocratic, young English woman who leaves her Swiss boarding school and sets off on a series of romantic misadventures with exotic men, such as a Greek, a financier, or a Turkish soldier, or an American oil tycoon. So, it's all very innocent. It's, 1920s, 1930s sort of story. She tells the heroine in this musical that never actually saw the stage during Porter's lifetime. This heroine tells a story of a doctor she once loved. And let's just say that the love was not reciprocated because the doctor saw her more as a test subject, which was pretty common in the budding early beginnings of modern medicine. So that's actually, to me, like, there are outdated references in this song here and there, but the thing that struck me most was something that was, well, a modern doctor could never find this much time to spend with his patient. I once loved such a shattering physician, quite the best looking doctor in the state. He looked after my physical condition, and his bedside manner was great. As I gaze up and see him there above me, looking less like a doctor than a Turk, I pretend that he'd whispered, "Do you love me? Or do you merely love your work?" He said my bronchial tubes were entrancing, my epiglottis filled him with glee. He simply He loved my larynx and was wild about my pharynx, but he never said he loved me. He said my epidermis was darling and found my blood as blue as could be. He went through wild ecstatics when I showed him my lymphatics, but he never said he loved me. And though no doubt it was not very smart of me, I kept on racking my soul to figure out why he loved every part of me, and yet not me as a whole. For my esophagus he was ravished, enthusiastic to a degree. He said 'twas just enormous, my appendix vermiformis, but he never said he loved me. He said my cerebellum was brilliant, and my cerebrum far from NG. I know he thought a lot of my medulla oblongata, but he never said he loved me. He said my maxillaries were marvels, and found my sternum stunning to see. He did a double hurdle when I shook my pelvic girdle, but he never said he loved me. He seemed amused when he first made a test of me to further his medical art, but he refused when he'd fixed up the rest of me to cure that ache in my heart. I know he thought my pancreas perfect, and for my spleen was keen as could be. He said of all his sweeties, I'd the sweetest diabetes, but he never said he loved me. He said my vertebrae were sehr schöner, and found my coccyx plus que gentil. He murmured molto bene when I sat on his patella. He took a fleeting look at my thorax and started singing slightly off key. He cried, "May heaven strike us," when I played my umbilicus. As it was dark, I suggested we walk about before he returned to his post. Once in the park, I induced him to talk about the thing I wanted the most. He lingered on with me until morning, and when I tried to pay him his fee, he said, "Why, don't be funny, it is I who owe you money." But he